5 Buddhist Teachings to Heal a Broken Heart. A broken heart can feel like the end of everything. The nights are heavy, silence is unbearable, and every memory cuts deeper than the last. But Buddhism teaches us that heartbreak is not the end, it is a doorway to transformation. In the darkest pain, we can uncover wisdom, peace, and a new beginning. Today, let's explore 5 powerful Buddhist teachings that can help you heal your heart. Release the weight of suffering and rediscover inner peace when love has left you shattered. Teaching 1: Acceptance. Pain is a teacher when heartbreak strikes. The first instinct many of us have is to fight against the pain. We deny it, distract ourselves, or try to bury the emotions deep inside. Yet, Buddhism teaches us something radically different. Pain is not an enemy to run from, but a teacher to learn from. The Buddha's first noble truth reminds us that suffering is part of life. No one is exempt. To accept this truth is not to give up, but to acknowledge reality as it is. When you stop resisting, you create space to truly feel. Crying, journaling, or simply sitting quietly with your emotions can be acts of courage, not weakness. Imagine your heart as a broken vessel. Acceptance allows the cracks to breathe, so healing light can enter. Without acceptance, wounds remain hidden, festering in silence. With acceptance, suffering transforms into insight. Through mindfulness meditation, you can gently observe your pain without judgment, letting it rise and fall like waves. Each breath becomes a reminder. This hurts, but it will pass. By accepting your suffering, you begin the journey of healing. Pain teaches us the depth of love, the fragility of life, and the strength we never knew we had. Teaching 2: Impermanence. Nothing lasts forever. One of the deepest truths the Buddha taught is impermanence. The reality that nothing in life, whether joy or sorrow, lasts forever. When the heart is broken, it can feel as though the pain will never end, as if you are trapped in a storm without an exit. But Buddhism reminds us, every storm eventually passes, every wound eventually softens. Think of the seasons. Winter feels endless when you are in the cold, yet spring inevitably comes. Your heartbreak is the same. The love you once held, the memories you cherished, even the sharp sting of loss, all of it is impermanent. By embracing this truth, you begin to loosen the grip of despair. Instead of clinging to what is gone or drowning in what hurts now, you can practice mindfulness by observing the changing nature of your feelings. Notice how your sadness shifts day by day, sometimes heavier, sometimes lighter. With awareness, you see that pain is not fixed. It moves, it breathes, it changes. Impermanence is not meant to scare us, but to set us free. When you understand that nothing lasts forever, you realize that your suffering too will fade. Healing is not about erasing the past, but about trusting the natural flow of life. Even the heaviest heartache is only temporary, and peace waits quietly on the other side. Teaching 3: Compassion for yourself in the aftermath of heartbreak. It's common to turn the pain inward. You might replay the past, blaming yourself for what you did or didn't do. But Buddhism gently reminds us that healing cannot come from self-punishment. True recovery begins with compassion, not only for others, but most importantly for yourself. The Buddha taught metta, or loving kindness. This practice encourages us to extend warmth and goodwill to every being, including the person we often forget, ourselves. Imagine speaking to yourself the way you would comfort a dear friend who is hurting. Would you scold them, or would you offer understanding? You deserve the same kindness. Self-compassion can be practiced in simple ways. Taking care of your body, resting when you're exhausted, whispering affirmations like, "May I be peaceful. May I heal. May I find love again." These small acts are not indulgence. They are medicine for a wounded heart. When you nurture yourself with gentleness, you begin to soften the harsh edges of grief. Self-compassion transforms shame into acceptance, loneliness into care, and despair into resilience. The Buddha reminds us that love must begin at home, within our own heart. By treating yourself with compassion, you plant the seeds of healing that will eventually blossom into peace and joy once more. Teaching for detachment. Letting go of what you cannot control, one of the deepest causes of heartbreak is clinging to what is already gone. We replay conversations, hold on to memories, or silently hope the person will return. But Buddhism teaches that attachment is the root of suffering. To heal, we must practice detachment, not by rejecting love itself, but by releasing what we cannot control. Detachment is not coldness or indifference. It is freedom. It is the wisdom to recognize, this person has chosen another path. Their choices are beyond my power. When you let go of the need to control outcomes, you reclaim your own peace. A helpful practice is writing a letter to the one you lost, pouring out your love, anger, and grief, then setting it aside, or even burning it as a symbolic act of release. Each breath in meditation can also become an act of letting go. Inhale acceptance, exhale attachment. Detachment does not mean the memories disappear. It means they no longer hold you prisoner. By loosening the grip of longing, you make space for new experiences, new growth, and new forms of love to enter your life. Letting go is not the end of love. It is the beginning of freedom. Teaching 5 transforming pain into wisdom. Heartbreak can feel like meaningless suffering, but Buddhism shows us that even pain carries the seed of wisdom. Every wound has the potential to teach us about love, impermanence, compassion, and the strength hidden within us. When you stop asking, "Why did this happen to me?" instead ask, "What can this teach me?" you transform your suffering into insight. The Buddha compared suffering to an arrow. The first arrow is the pain itself, inevitable in human life. The second arrow is how we respond. If we add bitterness, anger, or self-blame, we multiply our suffering. But if we respond with awareness, the pain becomes a teacher instead of a jailer. You might realize that heartbreak reveals what you truly value, or it teaches you to set healthier boundaries, or it awakens empathy for others going through the same struggle. In this way, your broken heart can become a source of strength, guiding you toward deeper wisdom and compassion. When you transform pain into wisdom, you not only heal yourself, but also gain the power to help others heal. Your suffering is no longer just a wound. It becomes a lamp, lighting the path for someone else lost in darkness. This is the gift hidden within heartbreak, the chance to turn sorrow into understanding and loss into love. Heartbreak may shatter us, but it can also awaken us. Buddhism reminds us to accept pain as a teacher, trust the truth of impermanence, offer compassion to ourselves, practice detachment, and finally transform suffering into wisdom. Each of these teachings is a step on the path from despair to peace, from loss to renewal. If today's wisdom touched your heart, please give this video a like, share it with someone who needs healing, and subscribe to Mindful Horizon for more daily Buddhist teachings and guidance on your journey to inner peace.